This is Alpha 6, the sixth tutorial on discovering ancient Greek and focusing on the Greek alphabet. So today we're going to talk about Greek numbers, and you'll see here that originally it was just a matter of doing vertical strokes to represent the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, but eventually people got tired of doing all those vertical strokes, and so the Greeks came up with a simpler way of doing it. Let's see if for when they got to 5, they used the symbol, which is the P, and it stood for pente, meaning 5. And then after that you get to 6, would be like this, and 7 like that, and so on. And then when you get to 10, you use this symbol, which is the delta, and the first letter of the Greek word for 10, which is deca. And so 11 would be like this, and so on and so forth. Then 15 would be like this, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'm running out of room on this screen. Let's do another screen. Okay, so we got 1, 5, 10, then to do 50, they combine the pi and the delta, so that's 5, and they put a little delta inside like that. 5 times 10 is 50. And then to get 100, H for hecaton, and to get 500, put a little h in there, and then 1,000, it's like that, a key, and then 5,000 would be like this, and then 10,000 would be a mu, and then 50,000 like that. Alright, so that's one way of doing it. But they also came up with another ingenious way. So go back, and that's to arrange the letters and make a correspondence between letters and numbers. So here you see an array, 3 rows and 9 columns, makes 27 letters of the Greek alphabet. And so for alpha, they associated that with, if I can get this to work, the number 1. and beta, number 2, gamma, number 3, delta, number 4, epsilon, number 5, wow, number 6, theta, number 7, theta, something went wrong there with eta. I guess because it's theta. Anyways, theta, number 9. Let's see if I can, I don't know if, how do I arrange that properly? That's not what I want. Okay, that's better. All right. And now, after theta, you have iota, and they gave that number 10. All right, that makes sense. Then kappa, they gave that number 20. Lambda, 30. Mu, 40. Nu, 50. Xi, 60. Omicron, 70. P, 80. And Copa, 90. Let's know if we can get that. Let's do the same thing here. Yeah. There we go. And continuing on, rho got to be 100. Sigma, 200. Tau, 300. Upsilon, 400. P, 500. Xi, 600. Psi, 700. Omega, 800. And Sanpi, which is the like a double S sound, a sharp S, 900. It wasn't used very much, but it was used in this numbering system. So for example, if I wanted to write a number like this, I don't know which keyboard I have right now. I have the Greek keyboard. Unfortunately, we don't have the okay. So if you can see by our chart, you associate the numbers, the letters with the numbers. This represents 666. Now if I wanted to represent the number 70, I would use an omicron. Well, I can do this with the Latin alphabet, omicron. And in order to distinguish it from the letter and the number, I would write it with if I can find the letter now. It's somewhere in here. I would write it with a little bar over top. To indicate I'm talking about the number. Which is one way of referring to the Old Testament. The Latin is Septuaginta is 70, and and in Roman numerals it's. Do I have the English keyboard? Yeah. It's like that. They refer to the Bible sometimes with that symbol, which is how the Romans referred to the Greek Bible. That was written in Alexandria. Okay, I just want to maybe add one more thing. If we go back to our Hebrew letters, we had, maybe I'll go back here. We had the Yod, which is like a little arm. And then we had the teeth, Shin. And then we had the Ayin. So Yod or Yad, Shin, Ayin. That means, could think of this as a hand or arm. This devours, devouring, consuming. And this ayin as an eye, like perception, perceiving, knowledge. And we get the Hebrew word for Yeshua, meaning to save. I might not have pronounced that correctly, but if you see where I'm going. The Yehoshua, Yahweh saves, or Yahweh is salvation. The name applied to the successor of Moses, who led the Israelites into the Promised Land. And that in the Greek Bible was rendered as let's go back to the Greek. Jesus. And he was considered to be the son of Nun. And you'll remember Nun was the Hebrew letter representing the serpent, or life, or generation, a seed. However, in the New Testament, it represented Jesus. Whoops. Let's go back to the English keyboard. It's giving me problems. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Now if you associate the Greek letters to the numbers, iota equals 10. Iota, 10, and then you add them up. Theta, 8, theta. Okay. Sigma is 200. Epsilon is 400. And then sigma again. Whoops. That's it. I missed one. The Omicron. Omicron, we said was 70. Okay. So if you do the math, $888, and turns out to be a significant number in the Pythagorean school. But I won't say any more about that for now. Okay, that's it for this lesson. Next one I'm going to talk about uppercase Greek letters versus lowercase Greek letters. Okay, that's it. Bye for now.